Yo, Kpaceguy here, what's going on dude? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have made some new friends in Gravastar. They have sent out to me the Mars Pro Bluetooth speaker. Now this doubles as some computer speakers too, so if you want to use these on your desktop gaming system, you can do that. But overall, this is a Bluetooth speaker. Now, as you guys can see, the design is crazy, but this is the most reserved design you can get. This is just your basic white, but you can get it in black, and there's a lot of other more robotic, alien-esque type designs that you guys can pair with this as well. Now this is being sold right now on their website at $229, but they have some lesser models too if you don't want to spend that much on something, or you can spend more and get some of their cooler designs. So again, this is the Mars Pro. This is one of their best lineups, and this thing's supposed to pack a punch. It has a speaker on the front. This is your main driver with a tweeter here in the middle, and then on the back side of it also is a passive radiator. And if you guys are familiar with home theater or passive subwoofers, the point of a passive radiator is to be able to add a little bit of extra thump to a small speaker like this, keep the size to a minimum, but have a good bass reproduction. So it has a passive radiator on the front or on the back, which I think actually looks really cool. So there's some cool features with this thing. So the feet fold in and stuff like that, so you can kind of place it how you want to. Also has a touch dial on the top, so you can kind of scroll your finger over the top and change the volume if you like to. And then on the back side are some of your buttons here. So you have power on and off, Bluetooth pairing, and you have an LED button here because you can change the LED colors of these lights that are on top and on the sides of the Gravastar Mars Pro. Now on the bottom of the Pro is this USB Type-C port, and this allows you to do two things. One is to charge this, which is what you have here. You have an L-shaped USB Type-C to USB Type-A charger port here, so you can plug it up and charge them. And then you have another USB-C to 3.5 millimeter, so you can actually plug this up directly to like a phone or a tablet or whatever you want to use. So different connections here. Again, Bluetooth speaker, so you can pair it with literally whatever nowadays, and you have some auxiliary sound going. So there are two main lights towards the front here. On this side of them is the battery status bar. This will tell you kind of the status as far as charging goes, if you need a charge, if it's fully charged. And on the other side is a Bluetooth LED indicator too, to let you know when you're paired up with whatever device. So really easy to use. Now, what I've noticed here are some Allen key type screws here. It looks like you can take these things off and change them if you want to. So if you have a Mars Pro in white, but you want to change up and mix and match some colors, it looks like you can change not only the top, but maybe the legs too. So you should be able to change these and make your own design, as far as I know. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong, but if you can, I think that's pretty cool. So I mentioned to you guys that there are LEDs around this entire orb, this entire sphere, and you have some on the front, some on the underbody here around the legs, and the button here on the back can flip through different colors. So this is blue, a dark blue, we have an orange kind of color here, green, maybe a pinkish purple, red, and then I think we're back, yep, we're right back to that blue. So there's a few different colors, and I think different designs have different colors, but you can flip through whatever color you want. I guess I'm gonna keep it on the blue because it's easier for you guys to see, and it looks good with the white. So what I'm gonna do now is pair it up and kind of go through the ease of pairing it up and how it sounds. Alright guys, I got it paired up to my phone, and it's really easy to do. You turn it on and it instantly goes in pairing mode, and then you can find the name Gravastar Mars Pro inside your Bluetooth settings. So really simple, and took maybe 5 seconds to set up. But we're using the in-body camera microphone, so I don't have my stereo mic with me, which is fine. I'll still be able to give you guys an idea of what it sounds like. I'm gonna play some non-copyrighted music, just something really quick to give you guys an idea of what I'm listening to, and I'll tell you my final thoughts on how it sounds. I have listened to this outside of this video before making this, so I do have an idea already of what it sounds like, but I'm gonna play just a song or two for you guys so you guys can get an idea as well, and we'll talk about it right after. So here we go.
won't stop for traffic lights, and I get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I never figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
Alright guys, so that's a small little snippet of a sound demo, but I've done a little bit of listening myself, and here's what I have to say about this as far as the sound quality goes. It's not bad, really, to be very honest with you. It's not a bad sound. It definitely does sound a little bit muffled. I think, I don't know, the tweeter could be a little bit louder overall. It's kind of underneath the rest of the sound stage, which is okay, because you're going to be using this for, you know, if you're going to the pool, you need something to listen to, or if you're going to use this for speakers on your monitor, it's going to be for gaming or general YouTube watching or whatever. So you don't need like crazy amounts of sound. But my biggest complaint is that it's not very loud, and it's my biggest complaint because on their website they boast about it being a very loud and powerful sound, but I would disagree. I don't think that it is. Now, when you're using this as your monitor speakers, you're going to need two of them for a true left and right speaker system. Like I said, you can pair two of these together and get left and right, but they only send you one in the box. You're gonna have to spend $500 in total minimum to get two speakers, get stereo sound. And so that's a lot of money on some stereo speakers for just your computer rig that a lot of people aren't going to want to spend necessarily, if I'm just being honest with you guys. There's a lot of things out there that cost a little bit less that sound probably the same. Now, nothing else looks like this, so that's the big thing. This is a really cool aesthetic. I mean, look at it. I think it's the coolest looking speaker you're ever going to see on somebody's desk. And then it has so many different options as far as colors goes and designs, and you can get like a whole mech looking assault mech kind of robot, or you can get a simple one like this, whatever you want to get. It glows, looks really cool, right? You're not going to see this on many people's desktops, but if you're into sound quality, if that matters to you guys at all, you may be let down, kind of like I was. The biggest thing is that it's not very loud, so that's kind of frustrating. Now, it says it has audiophile level acoustics. Maybe this would sound better inside a room where it's supposed to be. I think it would. It would be a little bit louder inside a room. I am sitting outside, obviously, and so you got to make sure that you know, give this its best chance of performance. But again, it boasts it being a Bluetooth speaker. You're going to use your Bluetooth speaker outside all the time, so I got to give it a full overall review. So honestly, it sounds really good. I do like it. It's really cool. My coworkers here I unboxed it, and instantly everybody came over and said, "Whoa, what is that? That's so cool!" Blah, blah, blah. So it definitely does the job as far as the aesthetics goes. But when it comes to like the audio quality, I feel like I'm missing something from it, especially when you're spending minimum $230. You do wish that you had a little bit more sound. I wish that it was louder. Is my big thing. It does have 15 hours of battery life, but that's at 65% volume level, and at 65% volume level you can't hear anything. It's just not loud enough, and so that's kind of frustrating. But it is a really cool concept. I think the design's really cool. It's built incredibly well. This is a pretty heavy speaker for what it is. When you pick it up, you don't expect it to be so heavy, but it is, and that's because of the build quality and everything. So I like it overall, but I think that we can need to maybe a 2.0 version and get a better speaker system in here. The passive radio on the back, I love that you can see it and that it is exposed. That is some kind of concern because you can damage this and there's no grill on the back. So I wish that they did have a cover on it, or at least an option to put one on, like a magnetic one or something, so that you don't have to worry about it being damaged. Because if you are taking this outside, you may knock it over, you may kick it, whatever the case is. So I do wish that there was a cover on the back, or at least an option for that. But it does look really, really cool. Looks kind of cooler than it does on the front, to be honest with you. But it's a really good speaker. For $230, I don't think it's worth it necessarily. But if you're going for that aesthetic, if you're going to have this on your desk and you want this theme, then maybe it's more worth it. If you're more for the looks of things versus the sound of things, then this may be for you. But for those who actually want to use it as a dedicated Bluetooth speaker, I think there's a lot of different things out there that are a lot better. So take that for what you will. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the Gravastar Mars Pro. Leave me any comments that you may have, any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer. Thank you so much to Gravastar for sending this out to me for review. And I'll send a link down below if you guys want to check out some more of these yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are not already. We will see you guys in the next video. Kpaceguy out. Peace.
I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.